Welcome back to another LED visualization video. In today's video, we're going to talk about the FTZ adapter along with my Amaran lens. That's the 35-150 f2.8 to f4. Now, I used to have a Nikon D750, which I really love that camera for photography, but for video, it wasn't that great. So when the Z6 came out, I was very happy that the Z6 was coming out because I can actually do video and not have to carry around two camera bodies. So when I had the D750, basically I had the D750 for my photos, and I used a G85. I had two G85s for video. But I got tired of carrying around two different camera bodies, all these different lenses. It got old real quick. So that's when I picked up the Nikon Z6. And with the Nikon Z6, I had to get the FTZ adapter so I can fit it on my Amaran. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Oops. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really, really love this lens for photography. For videography, not so much. We'll get into that in a second. But for photography, I really love this lens. You know, especially because on the 35mm end it's 2.8, to the 150 end it's f4. So I have thought about selling this lens and getting the Nikon 24-150, I believe it is. If I don't remember, I'll put it down here. But that's an f4 constant. So the reason I like this lens is because this have the f2.8. So you got to figure out, you know, what do you want more than anything else. But the reason why I'm probably sell this lens is not because I think this lens is bad or anything like that, because I think this lens is excellent, is sometimes I forget to bring the FTZ adapter. So I remember one time I went hiking, and only thing I brought was the camera, the lens, and what I thought was this. So when I get to a place I'm hiking at, I go to take pictures, and I realize I can't because I didn't have the FTZ adapter. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, if I had a checklist or something to say, hey, you know what, don't forget to bring the FTZ adapter, you know, that's what I should do. However, sometimes you just want to take your camera and go, and sometimes it's become a detriment when trying to film or take stills of something because you don't have this thing. So what I thought about doing is buying another one and just keep one in the bag at all times. So what I thought about doing is buying another one, and then I said, no, that's not the solution. The solution is not buying another FTZ adapter, because by the way, this thing's expensive, and I don't think it should be this expensive. It's expensive. So I said that's not the answer. So I'm probably end up going to do is go the other route and just sell the Amaran lens and sell this too, and so I can just get all Z mount lenses. However, I'm not sure if I still want to do that, because like I said before, I really love this lens. I'll put some pictures up, stuff that I've taken with this lens. Like I said, it's 35-150. So the only thing I don't like about the lens, of course, is that it's not wide enough. You know, it's at 35. I wish it was 24, but that can't happen. So that's the other thing. You know, if I get the 24-150 lens, I get the 24. I get the 24, but I get the fast aperture. My other part of the love-hate relationship with the FTZ adapter is this little thing right here, this little butt that sticks out. So when I'm trying to use this on a tripod, it gets in the way sometimes, and that's annoying. So Nikon did come out with FTZ adapter 2. However, it's still expensive, and I don't see myself buying that one because it gets rid of that little butt. Because the other thing too is I don't have any f-mount lenses other than this one, so it probably will behoove me to get rid of this and sell it and just go all Z glass. There's some lenses that I like to try and use on the f-mount, like the 200mm and the 105. I think those are really good lenses from what I've read. But I would also like to try them out, and I can't try them out unless I have the FTZ adapter. So if I'm going to do that, I have to ask myself, do I really want to sell this lens that I really, really enjoy? So the other part, the third reason why, and probably the last reason why I don't like this adapter thing, sometimes it's like when you have these two things together and I'm filming something and it's trying to autofocus, if my microphone is too close to it, you will hear, and that's annoying. So don't get me wrong, if I'm just using it for B-roll, it's not an issue. But if I'm actually filming with it, like if I was doing a talking head right now with this lens, you'd probably hear it in the faint trying to keep focus. You know, if of course the lens is further enough back, you don't have to worry about the sound. But sometimes you can't do that, and now I have to worry about that sound. So that's the other reason why I'm thinking about getting rid of it. But like I said, other than those three things, other than those three things, I do enjoy slightly using the FTZ adapter. You know, I don't know if I'm talking myself into and saying I enjoy it, because it's just another thing that I have to remember to carry around with me, another thing to put on there. So sometimes what I do, I just leave it on this here, and that way I won't forget it. And sometimes I don't, because I do have another lens that I use when I'm filming things sometimes, and that is my Rokinon 50mm lens. That's manual focus. So once I hit manual focus, especially if I'm doing a talking head like this, I can't really move that much. But that's it. I'm in focus, and then I don't have to worry about, you know, the motor or anything like that. If you have anything to say about the adapter, just let me know in the comments. LA Visualization out.